Good evening, all. Now, I would like to present certain suggestions regarding the probation reforms in Kerala, which will definitely help in developing the existing probation system in the country. The first suggestion that I would like to put forward is regarding the funding of the probation system. Nervari, Jeevanam, and Kaval are some of the probation programs run by the Social Justice Department under the Government of Kerala. But these programs face a fund crunch. Hence, this leads to its poor implementation. Although we receive a certain amount of support from various NGOs and other social welfare committees, we lack adequate support from the government. Hence, one of the suggestions is that the government may have to increase the funding and ensure that there are adequate infrastructure facilities. Secondly, we know that the main aim of the probation system is to ensure good conduct from the offenders who have committed trivial offenses. But we cannot make sure whether they leave the state without prior permission or not. So it's necessary that the legal and the administrative system in the country ensure the use of modern technology for the smooth functioning of probation policies and protocols. For example, the use of systems like GPS tracking will surely enable the probation officers from keeping a close supervision on the probationers. This will help in reducing the chances of probationers leaving the state without prior permission. The third suggestion is that we know that the facts and circumstances of a case necessitate the requirement of probation. Hence, from the beginning of the trial, the probation officer must be advised by the judicial system and the government to prepare probation reports. Releasing an offender without knowing their antecedents, personality, and mental attitudes might lead to recidivism because many of them might not favorably respond to this reformatory mode of treatment. The fourth suggestion that we would like to put forward is regarding the quality of the probation reports. From, uh, from the previous suggestion itself, we have understood the importance of probation reports. Its quality is equally important. That is, the report made by the probation officer must be ensured about its quality by an independent authority. The fifth suggestion that we would like to put forward is regarding the training which is made available to the probation officers. It is very difficult to ascertain whether the delinquent, that is, the offender, is a first offender or a habitual one. So the probation officer should be given adequate time for submitting the report, and they should also be given the training that is required to prepare the report. The next suggestion is the regarding the number of probation officers. We know that day by day the number of crimes in the country are increasing, and hence probation officers are overburdened with such crimes. This is due to the lack of an adequate number of probation officers in service. Even though there is provision in the statute regarding probation to appoint honorary probation officers, it has not been implemented to a larger extent. The next suggestion that we would like to put forward is regarding proper coordination. Granting probation would be a tedious process if there is lack of proper coordination between various stakeholders within the country, like the magistrates, the police officers, prison authorities, probation officers, and NGOs. They should ensure that all those who are eligible for probation must be raised on the same. This will really help in reducing the prison population and will significantly reduce the cost borne by the government for maintenance of prisons. Next is regarding the awareness. In most cases, advocates do not advise their clients or the offenders regarding um, services like probation, plea bargaining, and parole, although it is their duty to explain them. Hence, it becomes the duty of a probation officer to inform and make them aware about such provisions. Such awareness should be properly provided to the offenders too. The next important suggestion that we would like to put forward is regarding victim-friendly approach. Both the victim and the offender must be given equal importance in a particular case. Victim rehabilitation should be given equal importance as rehabilitation of offenders. The project Jeevanam is an excellent example of this. The victim of crime should be compensated monetarily in all cases as possible. The victims should be counseled and should be made to understand that justice is not just about retribution, it's about amending the faults done by the offender. The next very important suggestion is regarding the community service. Release of offenders on probation is not fruitful if the society does not accept them. Community has mixed feelings regarding the release of offenders on probation and parole. They may fear that these offenders might commit the crimes again. So proper awareness programs must be conducted, spreading the importance of reforming them. Engaging the probationers in community services will help in reducing the stigma faced by them in the community. Giving them a space in the community to rehabilitate and reintegrate into the society is really important. It also helps in avoiding the ostracism of the probationer in the society. There is exclusion by a particular group or society. Next suggestion that we would like to put forward is regarding the recognition of NGOs. We have understood the importance of NGOs from the first suggestion that we had put forward. NGOs help in speeding community awareness about the importance of reforming the offender and their reintegration into the society. But unfortunately, there is only a handful of NGOs in India that work towards reforming the offenders. The NGOs working in the field of probation also have to be awarded in such a way that will inspire many other NGOs to come up to work for the cause of probation reforms. Next is regarding proper counseling. Probation reform mechanisms and NGOs should work in the direction to provide proper counseling to the offenders released on probation who may experience mental trauma. Not all, but some of the offenders may. If required, they should also be rehabilitated in mental asylums under the government. The next important suggestion is the association with the literacy mission. The probationers who may be illiterate should be admitted in the Kerala Literacy Mission in order to ensure that after proper training, they come out as literate persons so that they can have self-worth. Next suggestion is regarding the awareness programs. It is not necessary that everyone in the country is aware or has information about the probation programs within the country. So it's important that probation literacy classes are provided in schools, government offices, and other local governmental bodies in the same way constitutional literacy classes are conducted. The general public should also become more aware of these unnoticed subjects, which will help in increasing people's outlook towards those who are released on probation. Next is another important suggestion, a very important suggestion, that is regarding the qualification of probation officers. Persons who are experts in social work, law, and psychology should be appointed as probation officers. The basic qualification for a probation officer should be either LLB or Masters in Social Work so that they can work efficiently to fulfill the main aim of probation policy, that is to reform the offenders. It would be detrimental to the welfare of the society if the probation officers does not have the capacity or interest in reforming the offender. So, these were some of the suggestions that we believe will definitely help in the development of the probation system. And this is the end of my presentation. Thank you all.
Different news reported in Hindu, which I consider it has a constitutional importance. And the second issue reported by this Hindu, which is I think is a constitutional